But in this game, we know the bounce of the ball can go any way. Bonus points don't matter. 7 minutes aside, 14 minutes to stay focused for both sides. And Fiji, of course, would be looking to get to that semi-final with a potential matchup against South Africa looming. It's all action here in Dubai. We just witnessed the Blitzboks defeating Australia by 24 points to 7, bearing any doubt that they can actually go all the way. All is not said and done yet. It starts with these quarterfinals, and Fiji will be kicking off from right to left here. Just about underway, folks. Take a seat and enjoy it with us here on Forever Sports. We're live for every single game of this Dubai Sevens. And for the moment, Fiji will get us underway. It's a contestable kick there. And Fiji do in fact get it back. Playing from deep inside their own half though. Fiji, they know how to offload. They know how to be patient. This is their game. Playing towards this right-hand side. Here come Fiji. Ireland for the moment defending. Almost up to halfway from right to left. Here they come. Let the ball do the work. One of the Fijian attackers goes route one, muscling his way up. Still having the luxury of ball attention. Space here, he wants to offload. Is there someone? There's 4 Irish defenders. There has to be space. Surely now they've got to go wide. And they do in fact go wide. Fiji score. It's Bukayaro who scores the first try. Filippo Bukayaro for Fiji opens up the account in the second quarterfinal. But the work was done from the Fijian attacker in the phase just before the lead up to the try. Drawing in 4 Irish defenders, which opened up the space out wide. And Filippo Bukayaro, yes man, the Fijian crowd will tell you, this is what we do. The conversion attempt, unfortunately, has gone wide. But again, Fiji lead by 5 points to 0. And it's 5 minutes to play in this first half. Fiji with the restart, however. It's all happening fast. The contest is good in the air. But just a hand there from one of the Fijian players, and Ireland will at least get their hands on the ball for pretty much the first time in this first half. So you can see just over 4.5 minutes left to play. And Ireland with the first opportunity in possession. So every single opportunity you have the ball in your possession, you have to make it count. And Ireland don't do that. Here come Fiji now. Capitalizing on that line out. Missed there from Ireland. They go wide again. And it's another try. It's try number 2. Who's it this time? Felipe Sotoraga, who scores in the right-hand corner. It's another 5-pointer. But wonderful vision there to let the ball do the work. Shift it out wide, and there's gas. Or as they say, pace to burn. The conversion will be difficult. But a lot of these players definitely have the skill to put it over from there. It's sailing. It's sailing. Just the way. 10 points to 0. Fiji up by more than a score. Ireland there with the first opportunity in possession, overthrowing the line out, and in an instant, Fiji capitalizing. Yeah, they come again from the restart. It's a wonderful regather. Fiji here to play. Ireland starstruck for the moment. Here come Fiji. Surely now, no one's going to stop him. Fended off one and scores another try. Kamanili Rasaku for Fiji with a wonderful fend. And then he had the pace off the mark. Left-hand fend. See you later, son. And he's going all the way under the sticks. This time around, the conversion will not be a problem. And Fiji pull further away now. That's their third try. It's 17 points to 0 with just over 2 minutes to play in this first half. So after indifferent third game, the Fijians have really stepped up here today on day 2. Fiji with the restart. Ireland have not had their hands remotely close to the ball except for that one last line out. And you're not going to win a game like that. For the first time from a restart, Ireland have possession, but again, Fiji all over that ball like a rash. The referee says holding on, and Fiji dominating possession here in the first half. On the 10-meter mark of this 15-meter touchline mark on this right-hand side, Fiji opt for touch with a penalty kick, and in fact, are 12 meters out from the Irish try line now with the line-out feed. Fiji excellent at their set play. Ireland will definitely not contest there. And here come Fiji now again, from right to left. It's immediate shift wide. Who's going to stop him? Surely now. Holds off one. We're just about on the try line. There's a little snipe. It's over. Wonderful try there from the Fijians. Sniping around the base. And it's try number 4. One of the attacking players just stopped short there. But the man at the base of that ruck saw the opportunity, saw the white chalk, took his time, and scored the try. The conversion, unfortunately, again, made difficult with scoring in the corner. But for the moment, Fiji lead by 22 points to 0. Ireland in dire straits here. Time just about up in this first half. Fiji have been excellent with their kick restarts. Ireland not having an opportunity, and again, can't get their hands on the ball. Here come Fiji. It's a show. It's a dummy. It's a try. It's a demolition game here. Wonderful try. Below scores there. He scored the previous try. He said, I want another one. It was so nice. I'm going to do it twice. Sold the dummy with the ball, but the ball stayed in his hands. And then he just had the speed off the mark under the posts. And Fiji lead by 29 points to 0. 27 points to 0, should I say. Make that 29, and that is half time. Ireland nowhere near close to winning this game because they can't seem to get their hands on the ball. This is the Fiji we know. So if you're going to kick off, if you're going to restart, you want to make it as contestable as possible. With 7 minutes aside, you want to get the ball in your hands, take your opportunities to score. You can't leave it up to the other team. Getting the ball back sometimes not as easy. It's all action here in Dubai. In the second quarter final, Fiji well clear, 29 points to 0. And Ireland certainly have it all to do if it's even possible for them, they'd have to score first. They'd have to score again right after that. And they can't take their foot off the pedal. But in order to do that, they're going to need possession. It'll be interesting to see the stats. I'm sure it was 95% possession to Fiji in that first half. And it's going to make it very, very difficult for any team to get points on the board, let alone score a victory without the ball in hand. The Irish fans look a little bit dejected. The crowd out in their numbers here under this Dubai sun. It's all festive here in Dubai, but on the field, it's intense. You know what it means to the Fijians. One of the most successful sevens teams of all time, if not the most. They have an opportunity to join South Africa in that cup semi-final. Ireland kick off from right to left. And again, Fiji in possession, the ball just sticking wonderfully. Is there support here? Quick recycling, Fiji this time around. Infringing at that ruck. Ireland all over the ball. There's a little bit intent from Ireland, but they're going to have to play quickly. Sevelani Mosenatsagi for Fiji there, just infringing at that ruck. And Ireland, interestingly, put it out into touch on the 10-meter mark on this left-hand touchline. They're going to want to play quickly. They had a line out previously and lost it, and subsequently that set the ball rolling for Fiji to pull far clear here, 29 points to 0. But Ireland do win the line out this time. They have precious possession. Taking the ball back centre field on halfway. Conway now like looking for space. He's got lots of pace. Pace to burn. Jordan Conroy and here come Ireland. They're 2 meters out. There is an opportunity and there is a try. Zach Ward for the Irish. That's what they need more of. You can see the desperation to even put the conversion over as quickly as possible. And Ireland do in fact get on the scoreboard. The conversion is sailing and just shaving the right hand upright. But initiated there from about halfway. The run-up field from Jordan Conroy and finished off by Zach Ward for the Irish. Still trailing 5 points to 29 with 5 minutes to play in this first half. I beg your pardon, second half. Ireland with it all to do. The kick is contestable. It's knocked on from the Irish. No advantage, says the referee, and Fiji, importantly, will have possession. You can see every time you make a single error, it's quite illuminated in this shortened version of a rugby game. They can ill afford to not have the ball in hand now, Ireland. 4.5 minutes to play. It's scrum time. Fiji will be in possession. As we said, for those of you who are wondering why is there 3 people in the scrum, of course, that's the rules. We have 4 attackers, 4 defenders. It's a 3-man scrum. What can Fiji do? They feed. Pressure from Ireland, but it's a clear ball. And this time around, Fiji can't hold on to it. Ireland come away with it. It's advantage. It's try time. Would you believe it? Fiji thought they can take their foot off the pedal for the moment there. And Ireland score a wonderful try, capitalizing on that advantage with a little chip kick ahead. And this time around, the conversion is in fact successful. So Kennedy, it was Terry Kennedy for Ireland, Play to the whistle, they say. Put the little kick ahead. Dink in behind and scores the try. Ireland with the restart, still trailing 12 points to 29. But coming out in the second half, firing the Irish, and a penalty, says the referee. This time around, Ireland play quickly. It's desperate times with 3 minutes to go in the second half, but Ireland fighting their way back here. Conroy in this right-hand corner. All of a sudden, there's a slight momentum shift. You can't help but wonder if the Fijians have done just enough in that first half. But regardless, Ireland have come out firing here. Just as we mentioned, you can't play without the ball. Fiji not having their hands on the ball for much of the second half. And as a result, you can see Ireland capitalizing. 17 Ireland, 29 to Fiji with 2.5 minutes to play. What do we have here, folks? For the moment, the Fijians look a little bit stunned. They just need to get their composure, I'm sure. Ireland will look for a contestable kick here. It's knocked on from Fiji, and here come Ireland. It's going to be a scrum. Wow. What a contrast to the first half, Ireland. You can't also help but wonder, where was this in the first half? But desperate times call for desperate measures. And Ireland just outside Fiji's 22 on this 15-meter mark on the right-hand touchline. Get a solid scrum. How can they bring the pace man, Jordan Conroy, in? But for the moment, Fiji with a lovely ankle tap tackle. Ireland playing from left to right. Skip pass. It's a penalty under advantage, so Ireland still have possession. It's going to be 2 converted tries unanswered for Ireland that could send them through. And here they attempt one of the 2. Ireland in possession. 5 meters out now from right to left. Who's got the magic touch? The ball can't find the man. It's gone into touch. The try scorer, Terry Kennedy, just not finding his man, but another penalty for Ireland. There's 1 minute to play. It's shaping up nicely in the second quarter final. Mark Roche coming on the field. Substitution for Ireland. And immediately they go for a quick tap, set play. Time back on. 10 meters out. Ireland, surely now. 1 meter out. They've just got to find someone. And they score again. Hold on to your seats, folks. Put on your seat belts if you have to. Buckle up. This could get interesting. Ireland up to 22 now. With a conversion that should be relatively easy. It's 24 points. It's over. Fiji still lead by that 5 points. From the restart, though, Ireland making an unforced error there. It all happened so fast from the conversion to the restart. Horrible attempt at the restart there, and the referee has no other option but to give a free kick to Fiji, and they've called for the scrum. They want to slow it down. Under the pump. 24 unanswered points for Ireland against Fiji in the second half. It's not going to be enough if Fiji can just hold on to this ball. Normal time is up on the clock. Fiji have to just win the scrum. There it is. There it is. And Fiji, by the skin of their teeth, certainly have a wake-up call, folks. But that is it here in the second quarter final. Fiji 29, Ireland 24 points. And onward we go to the third quarter final. For those of you who are tuned in, welcome. In fact, to the third quarter final, it's going to be the USA up against New Zealand. We saw the All Blacks last night lose in the last few moments against South Africa, but looking very strong in the other two games, coming back from behind in both games. The USA, of course, you can't count them out, should I say. But this is Cup quarterfinal number 3, New Zealand versus the United States of America. We just witnessed the Irish, of course, going down to Fiji. It was a battle of halves. Fiji dominating the first half, and Ireland coming back in that second half, but just falling short at the last hurdle. That is Sevens rugby. It's all action here. Can the USA pull off an upset? What you could call an upset. They have been strong over the seasons. But New Zealand, of course, when we have the conversation about these successful teams in Sevens rugby, they are right up there. The referee, of course, for this game, AJ Jacobs from South Africa. We saw South Africa earlier on qualify for the Cup semi-final, defeating Australia. We saw Fiji in the second quarter final, defeating the Irish. Here's Cup quarterfinal number 3, USA from right to left. We're underway. New Zealand with the gather. And they have the ball in hand now. New Zealand fighting their way through on their own 10-meter mark, playing from left to right. Let the ball do the work. Fending off tacklers, looking for space. The USA trying to get over the ball, but it's retained by New Zealand. And as we said, possession, everything. The ball has gone loose. Trying to force that last pass there, making their way into America's half. But I think it was Shay Clark there who just tried to force that last pass. And the USA will have an opportunity on this 15-meter mark of touch, on this left-hand touch line, on halfway, with the feed to the scrum now. What can they do with the ball? Just over 5.5 minutes to play. As we said, it's 7 minutes a half. The USA definitely have men out wide with pace to burn. New Zealand all over them on defense, though. You must release the tackle player. And here come the USA. Can he find support inside the 22? Wonderful little step there. Malachi Isdale. In that right-hand corner for the USA. It's not awarded yet. AJ Jacobs is going up to the TMO. We've seen a little bit of the TMO in these last 2 days. But you want the right decision to be made. And for the moment, it looks as if he's got a foot in touch. No try there for Malachi Isdale. Heart in mouth stuff there for the moment. Inside, outside, inside, outside. Wonderful skill, but just enough on defense to put him out into touch. And the All Blacks on this right-hand touch line have a set play line out. And they will look to play from deep. There is a contest in the air, but the referee says not legally so. New Zealand have the opportunity to exit with this penalty now. And into touch we go. Remember, we said bonus points irrelevant in these Cup quarterfinals, semi-finals. If you can win by 1, that's more than enough. The score is still at 0-0 with 4.5 minutes to play on day 2 of this Dubai Sevens. And New Zealand do win their own line-out. And they play from inside their own 22. They're looking for some space here. Is there support? Chuck back in field, and they play from left to right, New Zealand. Going back to go forward. To those of you who don't necessarily understand the full scope of sevens, I know it doesn't make sense, but that's how you exploit and look for space. And for the moment, New Zealand have found some over halfway now. Centre field. From left to right, go New Zealand. The support line is there. The USA have run out of defenders. Cut back in field. It's none other than Scott Currie. Scott Currie has made it hot for New Zealand by opening up their account. It's 5-0. Drawing in the second American defender, which opened up Scott Currie, going up over the line.